Welcome to Under the Roof podcast.
A safe space to share anything and everything.
I am Huey Li.
I'm Eva. We are here to build a connections. Hope you can join us.
Okay, so today we are, as you all know, we are gonna have an open discussion talking about self-love, and we have actually gathered different opinions and different perspectives from our friends and family.
And some of them are here, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and then what are we gonna say?
Calm down. Okay, so today's topic, right, is about self-love, right? A lot of you already know self-love, so we need to relax.
Yeah.
Don't be nervous.
We always overthink ourselves, but okay. Yeah. So like we already gathered like your stuff here, not your stuff, your thoughts and the videos. So we actually we also want to thank you like for sharing your videos and sharing your thoughts with us, like voice message or text. Yeah. So we appreciate it a lot, and it will definitely make our podcast much more informative and edifying for us. Yeah, so we want to thank you. 감사합니다.
Yes, because like in the first place when we wanted to start this, we decided on the topic of self-love. Then we think, why not we ask more like different perspective from other people, right?
Oh yeah. Okay. So before we dive into the topic, we have a special giveaway at the end.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Can I get it?
No. It's for our live audience.
So it's how they can get it?
So basically you're just attend the live stream, and then we are gonna choose one of your randomly choose, yeah, not picky choose, yeah. So we're just gonna randomly choose one of the lucky winner, and then you can win the giveaway, the special gift. You're gonna so stay tuned to see what
to stay until the end, okay?
Yeah.
So the more you interact with us, we see your comment more, so your name keep popping up, right? Then we will remember your name, then maybe we might pick you.
yes. So yeah, we already say why did we start this topic, right?
Sort of, yes. Like, why do we choose this topic? It's something that me and Huey Li have been like, maybe it's not like struggling. It's more like discovering the new part of ourselves recently, and also because we are starting up this podcast. Yes, because in the beginning we started this podcast to like just random like two friends come together and chat, but through this podcast we realize we discover more about ourselves, like how do we react in front of a live audience. Yeah, so sometime after the second episode I think we are too overthinking, and we took in too much like stress and keep doubting ourselves whether we should continue all this. So like then we shouldn't do this. So Huey Li suggested, why not the third episode we talk about self-love, and it's also something that we need to remind to ourselves, like we need to like be more gentle to ourselves, don't be too like harsh.
Yeah, because like when the video, the recorded version is up on YouTube, right? Oh, when I look back to the videos, I'm like, oh man, why do you say this? Like, oh
yeah, I think it's not like what we say, it's more like the very funny, like Huey Li always say, why I always make this very very small noise? Why do I always like why my body is like slouching or that? So all that little details that make who you are, we start to like
we overthink.
Correct, we don't like it about it anymore. It's like sometimes you stand in front of a mirror and you look at yourself, then you just slowly you will find more things that you don't like about yourself in the mirror. Instead of what do you like more about yourself today? Right? Yeah, so we're just going to start this podcast with this.
Okay.
Yes, so shall we start with our first video?
Okay, sure.
Let's go. Yes, let's see who is this that contribute to us.
Very interesting topic. Honestly, I never thought about it, but I do like it. I think it's a space that allows me to be who I am. when I think about that space itself, there should be a smile on my face. I should think about the different people who will be in this space with me. There'll be calmness, understanding, and I can be who I am.
Yeah, so that is actually from Kavi, like from Maya Dance Theatre. So thanks for like sharing your thoughts. Actually, on the day when I want to shoot Kavi, right, then she actually tell me that don't shoot my face. So she asked me to. Then I said it's okay. You can just like show me your beautiful hands, because she always like to do like hand gesture, the mudras, all that. Yes, like Kavi is mentioning about like a space that when she think about self-love, and she also think that she never actually thought about this question to her. Yeah, so she like when she think about it, then she will like, she mentioned the space is like a very calm space, and there will be like, when she think about this space, she will have a smile on her face.
Oh, that's
Very
so nice.
Yeah, correct. So it's like, so I want to ask you, like, when you think about self-love, right, what kind of image is it in your head right now?
Good question.
Yeah, like, is it like any colors, like what kind of colors, and is it only you or there is other people inside?
Wow. Self-love. What do I see an image in myself in that? I don't think I see much image. I mean, it should, I feel like each self-love should, like, the image should be like, you know, calm, you love yourself, like, you know, calm yourself down. But I feel like I don't see an image though. Like, probably it's just me over there.
Okay,
trying
so
to-
you over there, then what else?
image
Or like when you think about self-love, what kind of space that you created for yourself?
I think I always try, like, for me, self-love, like, I think I always try to have like, calm my mind down, have a peace of my mind, like, just try to have peace with my mind, because I think, like, maybe recently also, like, pandemic, then like a lot of things trying to bomb, like, you know, trying to pull us down. So
Yeah.
I think, like, for me, self-love right now is like trying to calm yourself down, have a peace, just like maybe white blank, or just like, you know, a calm color. I don't know what color that is calm, but
What is
but
your favorite
calm.
color then?
Actually sky blue, or maybe blue in general. Okay, maybe
Okay.
not bright blue. I don't really like bright blue.
Yeah.
Any bright colors I don't like.
So it's like sky blue. So when you look
Yeah.
up, sometimes when you felt very stressed and you're walking in the road, when you look up to the sky, will it calm you down?
Yeah, it won't calm me down. It excites me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It gives you
Yeah.
a more positive
Happy
energy. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, like, also maybe can share like what's self-love to you. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
asking
yeah,
me?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so for me, self-love is more about knowing yourself, like knowing who you are as a person, like what is your need, what is your desire, and for me, the most important thing is like what makes you happy. Yeah, so then that's created self-love for me lah. So I always think that before self-love, you actually need like self-awareness. Like you need to be aware of, like, you need the space, you need to create the space for yourself. Yeah, so like I really like I also like talking to my parents or then, and they always say like why when we are young they always tell us that you need to choose your friend like carefully, you know. Your mom tell you that? My mom always tell me that, like, you need to choose your friend carefully, don't go with like mix with those like bad friends, you know.
Okay,
But when I was young, I'm like, how do you know those are bad friends or something like that, you know? So when we are younger, we always have a lot of friends, right?
Yes.
Like maybe we have like a birthday party, you have like 20, 30, 50 people. Like my house love to have party. Yes. Yeah, so you have a lot of people. But when you grow older and older, then your friends become lesser and lesser.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not because you are antisocial or you don't know how to socialize with people or what. It's just because when you grow older, when you are more self-aware, you know what you want and who are the people that you want to be around with, like that able to give you that positive environment. So you are not always in like a space that is very negative and very like drain yourself down a lot. So that's why like when you grow older you get lesser friends, but it's a very when you hang out with this like 1-2 best friend, you are just like that 1 hour felt like 10 20 years like that. You can just talk a lot of things, and that energy, I love that energy, because while I'm hanging out with her or him, then it brings me a very positive and very contented feeling so that is like self-love to me, also like setting, like knowing who you need to be around with.
I guess like as like what you said, like as we grow older, we actually, I mean like our mind also like become more matured.
Yes.
We become more, we know how to choose friends better now, because like I mean like when we were young, we are all like happy-go-lucky in a sense. We are always like happy, like ding 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 dong, and like hey, I actually like talking about like friends, right? I have a few bad friendships in the past.
Oh, okay.
Like even in primary school or secondary school. No, okay, secondary school, not really lah. But when I grow older, also have some bad friendships going on. Then like there's this one time, me, my sister, 2 of my aunts, we went to Taiwan.
Okay.
And then like that time I was 12 years old, and then I just like got out from this drama from like primary school. Then after that, like this Shifu, we went to this place, and then like she said like, you know how they look at your name, then they kind of like predict like, oh, like what kind of person you are, that kind of thing. Then like she saw my name, then after that she was like examining my name, and I'm like, then the first word she put, I think is 友, 朋友的友.
Okay.
And then the second word she write 亡, 死亡的亡.
Oh my god, it's like death. So it's friends and death. Oh no.
It's like, then like wow, then everyone like my sister and my aunt also like know this case about me lah. They're like, wow, this is super accurate. You someone come out from that from that deadly friendship. Then I'm like, oh man, Then after that, like like when I grow older, then I thought like I also like had a great friends, that kind of stuff. But then in the end, like we had our friendship turn a bit sour and all lah.
You mean still with the same person?
No, we no more contact.
The primary school one, you no more contact.
No more already.
But what makes that friendship become so badly and so toxic? What happened?
I think like I was like, when I was young, I really happy-go-lucky kind. I just follow, like I'm a follower. I just follow what they want me to do, or I try to fit myself in the friendship position or anything. It's like when you hang out with a group of friends, right? You just want to fit yourself into it rather than trying to be yourself.
Understand, especially when you are young.
You don't know, like
you don't dare to say what is really in your mind. Like for example, just a very simple thing, like you go canteen and you buy food together, then you actually want to eat that nugget, but then your friend want to eat french fries. Then they say, oh, you want french fries or you want nugget? Then you are those like, you don't dare to say like, oh, what do you like?
How serious?
Yes, you confirm those kind of girls also.
I guess so.
Then once your friend choose, then you say, okay, I also like it, right? So you like, when you are young, you don't dare to like say what you really want in your head. Yes.
Then like I didn't know like that friendship makes me so negative. Because like when I was young, right, wow, I cherish like, if I'm close to you, but I didn't know that this person is negative. I just follow blindly. Like, I really follow blindly kind. Then like whatever they do, I just like, I'm like a people pleaser kind of thing. So since young, like I'm just like, okay lah, if you like, if like I will get sad if they do bad things to me. Like I'll get sad and cry. Then when I think back now, right, I'm like, wow, you're damn stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, I know lah. But I mean, like we are in a growing process. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm better now. I go past that already.
That's good. I guess it's going back to like my first point on what is self-love to me. Like it's like for me it's like really knowing yourself. Then that created that problem because when we are young, we don't know who we are yet. You know? Yeah, we always constantly searching who we are. Like as a friend, as a daughter, as a sister, and you always be very, very different in different role, right? So we are still finding who we are really inside. Yeah, actually even until now, do you think you already know who you are?
No. I mean, I know myself better now, but trying to become better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, self-love is, what did I say just now? Self-love for me is like have a peace of mind. I'm trying to achieve that. I'm trying to achieve that because I tend to beat myself a lot.
Okay.
Mentally.
Do you think it's something to do with your childhood? Like because you mentioned that you are a people pleaser, right? Then you always please other people when you are young. Then like that's why when you are growing up, then
because maybe like I'm afraid of disappointing people. I'm afraid of disappointing people, and when I see people sad, I'm like, oh man, it's my fault. I blame myself.
Wow, even you never do anything.
Yeah, that kind of thing. If someone is disappointed at me or like they are not happy when they are around me, I would feel very like shit. Like
it's because of you,
it's
like
because
that.
of me. I will blame myself. I will blame myself like, why didn't you like my head was like, why didn't you do this properly? Why didn't you like bring the friendship like stronger, that kind of stuff. But then the other angel was like saying like it's okay, but then the other one like want to come in on the fight again. Yeah, that kind of thing lah. It's like two angels trying to like yeah, that's what's going on.
Are you sure both is angel?
I mean they're both kind of angels, just different forms.
Cool. I felt it's quite related. You always question yourself first that am I not doing enough? Or should I do more? What else I can do? Which is sometimes it's good. You know, sometimes that reflection is good. If not, you won't improve, you won't growth, right? But then what we are saying is don't take it too extreme.
Yes.
Like if you reflect already, you think that you already, like in Chinese we always say you 尽力了. You know, you already do your best in this relationship or in this like work, whatever. Yeah, you already do your best. Then you should like
embrace it.
Correct, embrace it and not be too harsh to yourself again lah. Like everything is towards yourself until you also don't know what you can do. You know, some people really drive themselves crazy that I know they always say, oh no, it's my fault, but I don't know what I can do anymore. You know, then just let it go. Yeah, in this episode we keep singing this song, let it go. Let it go.
yeah, just let it go.
Yeah, correct.
We can move on.
Okay, we have our second video. Let's see, who is it?
Jing, jing, jing.
I think self-love is being selfish. I think just love before you can love others. I think that's very important. Having own time. Just I guess being with yourself. Yeah.
Thank you.
What is self-love? That's a really hard thing to answer. But I guess, in my opinion, it means to put your happiness first. It can be just buying small meaningless things, but it just makes you happy anyway. Or just signing up for something that you have never done before. Trying different things to make yourself happy. Yeah, like putting yourself first in front of everything else. Of course, it's not being selfish. It's just sometimes you need to appreciate yourself.
Self-love is about knowing when to appreciate yourself, knowing when to stop and say, you know what, I just need to take care of myself. And it's also about appreciating yourself. You know, like the things that you do, and sometimes buying things for yourself to show your love for yourself. That's self-love.
Yes, thank you for Mandy, Lynette, and Imran for your kind words about what is self-love to you. Yes.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, Huey Li, do you manage to hear?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think when I was watching the video, there's a few ones that not got like shocked, but I got what's that word? Caught with it. Like I got my attention. Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so what I want to discuss from this like second video, right, is really like how you remember what the first lady Mandy, she's saying that self-love for her is actually selfish and it's about thinking about yourself first than other people. Yeah. Then do you think that self-love is a selfish act? And what do you think about these words?
For me, I feel like yes, it can be quite true that self-love is selfish to an extent, because I feel like every human being is selfish.
Okay.
Because we are all doing things for ourselves, right? We do things for ourselves. Yeah, so I feel like selfish can go to an certain extent. Like it's okay to prioritize ourselves in a certain extent. And I feel like before I watched this TED Talk, and then she said like before you want to do something, or before you want to like hang out with other people, you need to love yourself first. In order for someone to see, how do I say, you need to be confident or like love yourself better for other people to know how to treat you in a sense.
Yeah. So it's going back to, if you watch our first episode, like we asked, like Huey Li say something about how her relationship, right? Why do you break up from a last relationship? Then you learn from it is you need to love yourself first before you know how to love other people.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a taboo like saying that a lot of people don't like to talk about self-love because they think that self-love is just about themselves and it's a very selfish thing. So I went Google and I actually go and find what is the definition of selfish. Is actually right, they're lacking consideration for other people. That is selfish. But self-love is nothing to do with other people. You know, self-love is about yourself. It's about, go back to the first point, knowing who you are as a person. So once you know who you are already, you know how to treat yourself, what makes you happy. So it's more internal. But selfish is more related to other people. So I felt it shouldn't be, it's not really linking with each other if you want to think in this sense. Yeah, so you shouldn't felt that, I shouldn't love myself because that's a very selfish thing. I should like love other people, but not myself. You know, of course you should love other people. Yes, but you also need to treat yourself like nicely. Like when you have a stress day, don't blame yourself for it, but then like what Imran and what Lynette say, when they are having a stress day, just go and eat an ice cream or just buy something for yourself, you know.
Do something that make you happy.
Yes, really. I think the happiness is really like a very important thing, because I felt once you feel happy already, you will spread the positive energy out there and people that interact with you will feel happy as well. Instead you always carry like a negative energy around you, then you hurt other people also.
Yeah, then you feel bad also.
Yeah, then maybe that is selfish, right? You know? Yeah. So don't like, I felt that don't like combine these two mindset together, like selfish and self-love, selfish and self-love. It's a very two different thing.
Actually I also want to say like I start like, there's this one point of time, not point of time, more of like when I was thinking about self-love, then I was thinking like what made us so not loving ourselves. Then when I was actually listening to, maybe I'll post. I mean, like we'll share Sky's thoughts later. Because when I was listening to Sky's voice message, I was thinking like, what made us like so negative, like say things so negative towards ourselves. Then I was thinking like, maybe it's because like when we are going out, you are seeing other people, you have expectations for yourself. You also have like expectations or people judging you from outside, and that's when you are being conscious and you start being like, you know, you are thinking too much already. And that's when everything is in your head already. Then when you go back home, then you start to like dwell in even more. Then that's when it's even worse, I would say. Yeah, so then
like you let the social norm or you let other people judgment get into your head basically.
Yeah. So I was thinking about that lah. Like people's expectation from about you, for like people's expectation for you makes yourself self-conscious, and also the expectations from yourself also might dwell into you. Then like I feel like when we are having like this kind of thoughts, I feel like it's either like you can like dwell over there, or either you can try to find things how can you improve with yourself. So it's like two things, that kind of thing lah. Yeah, that's what I just want to say lah.
Yeah, because like of course as a human being we have all these feelings, we have all these like things that we see, we touch, we feel, then we will feel a certain things, right? Like for example, of course you will feel not good when you hear other people talk about you or judge something about you. For example, your outfit or your body even, or even your skin, you know, the things that you can't change. Maybe you go at plastic surgery, you know. The like why are you so dark? Why are you so fair? You know, the things that people say, of course you will feel upset. But what do you want to do after that is the important thing, because that is the only thing that you can control. Because you cannot control what other people say to you. That one you just need to like filter up yourself, but it's okay to feel like sad. I think that is important also. It's okay to feel not okay. I think this I want to put it out there, like it's okay to feel not okay. It's the main thing is what come after that. Do you continue to deal with it like very negative? Other people say me very fat. How I very fat? How you know? Instead of like do something about it. If you after you do something already, you still stay there, you still like that, you know, then just accept it. You just need to accept it already. And it's just it's easy. Yes, I know it's easy to say,
but it's hard to
correct
take action.
Yes, it's hard. It's just like you know, there's a switch in your, imagine there's a switch button in your head and you just need to switch on and off. It's easy, I know. It's like this topic is so like, what is self-love? It sounds very simple, but it's not easy to answer. And we constantly finding the answer, the right answer. Maybe in different age you will find different answer, because different age you will be a different self. And you will have different ways to love yourself.
There's one thing I think, like also because that is why it's very important to love yourself when all the negative thoughts come to you. How we handle it, how we handle the thoughts inside our mind, our negative mind sometimes. So I think that's what is important, that self-love is, or what is self-love is. I guess I just want to say like all these thoughts and all, like why are we bringing this up is because all of these negative thoughts that's coming from our own head. But maybe like some people don't even care, like you, but you yourself is everything is in your head. I think that is why it's so important, like self-love is important.
Okay, so since we are talking about how do we love ourselves, right, I have this interesting video that let's hear from this like younger perspective.
Oh.
Okay? Are you ready?
Can I ask you something? How do you love yourself?
Because of my nana.
Huh?
Because of my nana.
Because of your nai.
Yeah. Because
What can you do?
I can go swimming, so I love myself.
So when you go swimming, you love yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. You're going to swim more, okay? Ask you something. How do you love yourself?
No way.
Huh?
No way.
No ways. But do you love yourself?
Hmm?
Do you love yourself?
No.
Then you love Koki.
Yes.
How do you love Koki? What do you do to Koki?
Just tickle him.
Look at him.
Tickle him.
Tickle him, okay.
Because I can play phone.
You play phone to love yourself.
Yeah.
What else?
And I also can watch TV and eat ice cream.
Watch TV and eat ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else that you do to love yourself?
Eat potato chips.
Eat potato chips. So do you mean you do all the things that you like
Yeah.
so that you love yourself?
Yeah.
So cute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the first one.
So cute, but so thanks to Megan here. I think Megan is here. So Megan is my student. Then she actually is a preschool teacher. Yeah, so she helped me to ask two of her students in school. Yes, which is Ethan and Mia, I think. Yeah. Then the last one is Tyler, which is my nephew.
Oh.
Yeah, I just very curious what she will say because he is a very curious kid. Yeah, so he always have a lot of question when he was very young. He always asks us different questions. So that day when we have decided to have this podcast, then I just asked my sister, can you just ask Tyler what is self-love to you? Then we think about it, like maybe he don't understand what is self-love, right? Then we just say, how do you like love yourself? Yeah, then he just say all that lor. He just say, I eat, like the funny thing is, I also eat potato chips.
Watch TV.
Yeah, which is exactly what makes you happy, right? It's so simple when you hear from kids because they are like very pure and they are very honest. So they don't think too much when they answer this kind of question. So the very like genuine answer is like, how do you love yourself? Do something that I like. Do something that makes me happy. And sometimes when we grow up, we just like, can we do something that makes us happy? Really? Only me? I don't need to care about other people. Yeah. You know, like, so like Huey Li also mentioned to me that day, like one of your friends say she felt guilty, right, when she feels happy. You want to share a bit more about that?
Like she felt she was sharing with me that also same thing, kind of like selfish kind of thing. Like she sometimes not afraid, like when she start to praising herself, she would think that it's arrogant. She would think that it's selfish also. Like she will feel guilty. But I feel like sometimes, like, you know, you have to like put a pat at your back, you know, like hey, you did a good job, that kind of thing. But I think for her is that she just don't feel good when she's praising herself. Yeah.
I guess it's, you know, sometimes like going back to the Asian culture and the Western culture also, maybe it affected somehow. Like when I talking to like some of my cousin that stay in US, right, their mindset actually is very different. Based on this self-love thing, they are very into like, yes, I need to do this for myself and this is my alone time and that's it. But in Asia, I think we are more the way that we're being brought up is we need to be considerate to other people. We need to do things for other people. And we never really think about you need to do things for yourself.
I guess like what you said, like we do things for other people. I guess is when like you, oh man, I lost my train of thought again. Like you do things for other people because like you are trying to share the love to them also. You want to, it's like in a sense where you're also trying to present yourself a better version of yourself, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So I think it's more than to be conscious about thinking about who you are and what makes you happy lah. Right? Yeah, instead of don't think about all these things and just keep helping other, keep like contributing your love out. Sometimes when you keep giving and giving and giving, yes, you will feel good, but what's more come after that? Yeah. So if you keep giving but it's not something that really will make you happy, then you will start to question already. Actually, like going back to like COVID time, right? Actually, I felt, yeah, COVID is very bad. We all stuck at home and a lot of stress, a lot of uncertainty. But I felt some good thing come out of COVID also. Like COVID is the first time that we're being forced to stay at home and probably do nothing, you know. Yeah, we are still kind of, I go get a, what I want to say, like I have the period of time that I felt that I cannot do nothing at home.
Ooh.
Yeah, I felt like what your friend feel also. Like I felt guilty when I do sitting at home and watching TV like that on a Wednesday morning. I felt no, it's supposed to be work. You know, it's already in our system. Yeah, so like COVID, that period of time, I'm not sure whether like some of you might feel the same also during COVID lah. Yeah, so COVID period really made me reflect a lot on what I really want in my life. Yeah, it's like 1 year for us to reflect. And actually during that COVID, a lot of my life decision changed also. It's
really?
during that period. Yeah.
Like what kind of
Like
decisions?
the way I think about certain things or the things that I want to pursue. Like just like change. Yeah, because I finally found, it's not like I found a different purpose and I found a different things that might make me happy also. Yeah, so sometimes when you keep, like it's good that it become a routine in your life, but when it become a routine means what? Means it's going to your muscle memory and you don't think, right? And when you don't think, you just keep doing and keep doing it like a machine already, like a robot. So sometimes maybe at first, it is something that you want, but maybe after 5 years, is it still something that you want? Yeah, so that is something that you need to think about it also lah. So it's good to always have some time for yourself to really
reflect.
Yeah, reflect and sit down, maybe listen to some songs to calm yourself down and really ask yourself this question, like, what is it? Are you happy right now in your life? Yeah, if it's happy, good for you. If it's not, then is it anything that you can do or talk to someone and like just put that action out there and take the first step? Yeah,
I think there's a few things that I also want to share, like about like how we can get our what kind of things that I normally do to let the thoughts out or something lah. So what I normally do now is that I will journal like maybe once a week or like 5 days. Then I go and journal kind. So like when you journal out, right, it's very relaxing for me. Like, I mean, like, okay, if you don't like to write, don't write. Type. Because I'm not a person, I don't like to write. I really don't like to write. Then you get like, wow, why my hands so like already tired already? Then I need to write so many more. You would think, for me, I would think that way. So I'm like, I'm actually better. I feel better when I'm typing. Or sometimes, okay, this might sound a little bit weird, but last time I would tend to, I put a phone in front of me, I'll say everything out. Like sometimes I would cry in front of a camera. Like I'll just like let all the thoughts out. Then but the videos I never reflect on it.
Yeah.
I just like the camera is my listener.
Okay.
In a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then when I type it out, I would read back. Then I'm like, oh, okay. You have a clearer picture in a sense. You have a clearer thought. Yeah, then every time, this may be a good thing to do, is that when you journal down at the end of the day, you can actually like, you know, put like 3 things that you're grateful for today. Like, what are you grateful for? It can be just simple things. Actually, this method is from my childhood friend Ejin. He actually like say like, just, you know, write 3 things that you're grateful for. Like, it can be just very simple. Like, I'm grateful that I'm alive today. I mean,
Yeah.
yes, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, you're grateful for like having this wonderful time with Eva and us.
Thanks.
I mean, it's all like all these things like makes you like, makes you happy. It, have a like a it's like a like a safe space
Yes,
to
yes.
share everything and anything.
Yes,
Really,
under the
literally.
roof podcast. Yeah, exactly. Like what you say, a journal, all that is really helpful. Cause especially for us, like we are not very good in expressing through words that kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, writing down is really a very good thing.
Yes,
Yeah, then you can
yes.
always read back. And hopefully 10 years later when you read back, like, how come I think like that? So funny, so stupid, Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I can share like my friend
Yeah,
Esther.
sure.
Okay, so I'll just read what my friend. So I asked her like, what is self-love mean to her? So, okay, let me scroll. Okay, self-love would be being forgiving but not unaccountable (bracket) with yourself when it comes to mistakes, as if it was another person you were forgiving for the mistake you made. Yeah, so this is what she is struggling right now. And in that, like, she can probably be more understanding of the same mistake in someone else than herself. So it takes like just as much effort, probably more, for her to not beat herself up too much or like be overly mortified of the mistakes that she made. Yeah. So yes.
That is, I really like what she say about you got to forgive yourself but still take accountability about the things that you do.
Yeah.
Because like I felt it's about attitude. Of course we say about you need to love ourselves, you need to say it's okay to be not okay, but it's about an attitude, right? It's different when I say it's okay, Eva, I can be better next time, instead of it's okay lah, I will do better next time. It's a very different attitude, because the first one you actually go and reflect what you have already done, and maybe you make a mistake but you reflect on it and you're trying to figure out what's went wrong and like what can you do better for the next time. But the second one is just that it's okay lah, no need to, it's okay. Then you never really think about how can you become better next time, so the next time you will still do the same thing. So like I really like what she say about forgive yourself but still take accountability of what
Your actions,
your action. Yes. Yeah, because sometimes I felt having, as a human, we need to feel remorse. Yeah, so like when I always like, especially for kids, when we teach kids, like my nephew and niece, sometimes when they fall down or anything, we will say, it's okay, we will try to calm them down, right? So sometimes they will go into this mindset that, okay, if fall down is okay, if I say sorry then it's okay. So it's very different when they purposely push someone and they just say sorry. It's very different, right? Yeah. So they will think that no matter what I say sorry means okay already. Yeah, so we need to teach them, like you need to take accountability of your action. Like I can forgive you, but I need to feel that you are sincerely saying sorry. Of course, this is like quite hard lah. I also trying ways to like teaching my nephew and niece that hopefully I felt sometimes is how you be a role model for them to see. Sometimes kids, they don't understand all this, so it's how you as an adult, you be the role model. They see you already, they will like copy you, so you cannot do the same thing lah. So if you always in this negative space, then they will also be in a negative space. Yeah. Okay, I think we sort of come to the end of the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Been a long,
Yeah.
nice
So
one.
basically today, because self-love is like a constant topic that we should always talk about. I want it to be like, dance is, we always say you need to be like going inside your body without thinking anymore. So self-love should be like that also, should be always in our system. It shouldn't be like, okay, when we talk about it, then we think about it. It should always be, okay, maybe every single day, just spend maybe, like if you are very, very busy, just spend like half an hour or even 10 minutes is enough. just to really calm down and go to your own space, your own head, to go into this calm space and reflect, and you will like feel so much better for the rest of the day. It's like a recharge to realign your mind and body and everything together and spread the positive energy.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the why we want to do this podcast, so we can send like a reminder out there also.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think we want to end this podcast with last video that we have. So during this video, right? So now Huey Li is going to tell you what is the giveaway thing. So after the giveaway, we are going to show you this video. Well, during this video, you are going to write to us like, how do you love yourself? Okay, so is there any way, any method that you love yourself? Because by typing down, you might help another person that maybe currently is in stress, currently is in a panic attack. They don't know what to do, you know? So by writing them down, like, how do you love yourself? Or what do you do when you're feeling very stressed or feeling very down? Yeah, so during that video, you can write it there. Then we will choose one person from there to give up this thing. Okay, you can share it right now.
Okay. Sorry, I'm very excited. Sorry. Okay, so what we are giving is this. Ching ching. Okay, wait, should I put it in front? Okay, so this is a small pouch. It's like a drawstring pouch. You can you can head on to Zen Stitch account. So it's ZenStitched. Yes, Zen Stitch. So I think we made this pouch is also trying to show love as like a reminder. It's a reminder of like loving yourself as well. Yeah. So yes, so if you are interested have any knitting, stitch or crochet that you want to give to your loved ones or even for yourself, feel free to just head on to Zen Stitch and just DM us or see. It's a bit the account is basically a knitting and crochet project documentation. Yes.
Yeah, so remember, self-love here is about knowing who you are, embracing who you are, and remember, it's okay to be not okay. Yeah? Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, hi. So when Eva first asked me to share about my definition of self-love, I thought for it for quite a while because it's not about my people. So in my current stage of where I am now, working with young children every day, to me self-love is more like understanding that if all that you did today was just to survive, that's okay. It's about like not being too hard on yourself. Being in like the 20s, people are always chasing certain things to reach a certain end goal, to get a certain title or something, and I think it's like self-love is just not putting too much pressure on yourself so that you get stressed out, and I just understanding that everybody grows at different rates. So I think self-love is also, to me, is like taking care of yourself first, and everything else in the world can wait.
Hello. So the question asked to me was, what is self-love, right? So self-love to me is something very different. So of course it's about loving yourself for who you are, but it's also about taking an effort to grow into a better version of yourself. It is another thing which I notice about myself is when you start to love yourself, right? When you start to go into the fact that you want to love yourself, you tend to notice things that you don't like about yourself. So there are times that you might not like everything about yourself. So what do? You accept it. So self-love is not only about loving every part of your body or every part of your personality, but it's also about accepting those that you don't like. So yeah, that's self-love to me.
I'm Sebastian. I'm a dance artist. For me, I guess self-love is a lot about the way you talk to yourself. When something goes wrong, what is the first sentence that pops up in your head that you say to yourself? Is it, shit, why do you do this again? Or is it, it's okay, let's try this again? So for me, that self-talk comes from not just yourself, but it's one of the habits that you pick up from other people also. So then in itself, it's about the environment you live in, the people you talk to, that you work with, the kind of media you consume. And I guess self-love at the end of the day really means like being aware of all of that and choosing what works for you in different situations. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Karuna, and to me, self-love means being able to be the fullest expression of yourself, and also being able to set boundaries. So for the first one, being the fullest expression of yourself, I feel that self-love is being able to do what your heart tells you to do. You know, being your authentic version of yourself, being able to pursue your dreams, your passions, and committing to that, honoring your desires, and just going all out for it, because you only live once, right? And if you don't give yourself the chance to live your dreams, to pursue what you want to be, what you want to do, then we'll probably regret it on our deathbed one day. And secondly, for setting boundaries, I feel that setting boundaries is so important right now, especially because being Asians, being Singaporeans, we are always too used to being nice to others, sometimes at their own expense of our health, of our mental health. For example, like, since we're in a capitalistic country, right? Sometimes we have to pick up calls after work, or we have to work OT and things like that. But I feel that having self-love for yourself is knowing how to set boundaries to say no. You know, like, we all have a life outside of work, right? We all have friends and families and passions and hobbies and etc. etc. So putting ourselves first and knowing when to say no to our boss, to our employers, and to say that, you know, you want to have a healthy work-life balance, I think that is extremely important. And it's something that we as Singaporeans and Asians, we do not dare to do, or we do not do often, because we fear what other people or what our bosses might think of us. However, I feel like that is such an important thing to do to make sure that we are healthy mentally and physically as well. If not, we may suffer from burnout or from overwork.
Hello, my name is Sherilyn. Self-love to me means being happy and grateful, like putting myself first, and also listening to how my body is on a certain day or time, or like the entire week itself. It also means taking into consideration how an activity or person might affect me positively or negatively, and if I would like to be in that kind of situation, and how it would impact me or help me to grow to become a better version of myself.
Thank you for tuning in to our podcast.
Feel free to interact with us during our next live podcast on Ame Uzume YouTube and Instagram. See you next time!